Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is on our sideline. It'll be the visiting team and the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Parker out there with Medu. Then there's Hernan Gomez. And it's Satoransky in at the shooting guard position. The three ball. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. Covered by Parker. Here's the three. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss. Here's Satoransky. Buries the long-range jumper.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
And that one's good by Herrera.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets three, you fire three of your own. Boom.
And there's the bucket from Medu. Satoransky covering. Pass to Ward. And he jams it with authority.
Straight rim rocker.
It looked like it, Greg, for a second, like he might rip the cylinder loose.
Now that is some real industrial size strength right there.
Now here's Satoransky. Sinks the three-pointer.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
From the arc. Here's Hayes. And Hayes throws it down.
And the second chance becomes a dunk. We could feel over here.
GA, such a good, aggressive play in the paint.
Guys, it's all about persistence on the offensive glass. You just can't ever give up on a play.
Here's Medu. And they're moving it up. Here's Herrera. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Pass to Satoransky. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And that's almost automatic anytime he can get the ball in that position.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Satoransky covering. They set the screen. Three-pointer. Drills it from outside. He has 6.
That's a nice play. Getting the separation he needs for a clean look.
And you look at him, he's given up an awful lot of size in that matchup, so he needs to have the ability to create separation.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
Here's Herrera. 5 points in the game. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Pass to Ward. Takes a 3. Hits it from three-point range. Ward's got 5 minutes.
Ball distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
Satoransky kicks to Parker. And the dunk by Parker.
And, you know, we can't measure Hart. I mean, he's not as big as the other power forwards, but his jumping ability and mindset is incredible.
Here's Herrera. Let's go. The rebound by Medu.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
To the right side. Parker, right side. That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
And Hayes throws it down.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there.
Well, I tell you what, guys, this is really getting close to being real ugly.
And here we go. Here's Ward. And the three off target. Lets the three fly. That one no good. The offense coming free and easy as we wrap up the first quarter. Up 5. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Coming in hot. They were sharp from the perimeter right out of the gate.
Well, the player and ball movement has been excellent. Finding space, operating in space, and when they've gotten open shots, they've knocked them down.
Abrinas, and off target as he starts the game 0 for 1. They've got Anderson, and it's Fall in its center. Here's Watsura. Six on the shot clock. Shoots. And he's off on his first shot of the game.
You look at him, and he's a little hit and miss from there, even without a defender in his face. No guarantee.
Pass to Laprovitola. Here's the screen. Here's Abrinas. Out to the right wing. Here's Vesely, and then Vesely with the dunk.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
They've got Fall, and it's Anderson in at the small forward position.
Yeah, clearly a defensive lapse there. He is automatic from deep if you're going to leave him that wide open. Big-time mistake.
Here's Laprovitola. No scoring in this one. Good on the three-point shot.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Yes, that goes in. Pass to Abrinas. Dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
No one covering. Here's Laprovitola. Going inside, and there's a nice one-handed slam.
Oh, going high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam.
Boy, nice way to punctuate that possession.
Here's Watsura. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fires from deep. Nailed from three-point land. Watsura's got his second bucket tonight.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Into the lane. Gets it to go. That one good from Fall. 1:57 left in the first half of the game. And he dunks it down.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
1:52 left to play here in the second quarter. Here's Laprovitola. Pass to Fall. Here's Laprovitola. From outside the arc. No good on the shot.
That's excellent defense right there on the perimeter.
All sorts of time, and he nails the jumper.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Here's Anderson. Pass to Laprovitola. Here's Aprinas. Off target from three-point range. Watsura, the pass to Hamas. Clock at 6. There's the pick. Low. A three-pointer is right on target. 7 points in the game.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
Boy, I like the way they're playing. A very smart first half. Quality shots, not wasting possessions.
And here they come. Here's Watsura. Banked in off the glass. Watsura's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
A three from Anderson. Hits the three-point bomb. Anderson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. They set the screen. And so that brings the first half to a close. Up by 11. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
Thanks for.
They've been shot out of the gym. Even when they do extend their defense, it doesn't matter. I don't know what.
All right, and now that we are. And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them. He's as solid as it gets from the line. I mean, give him the opportunity. He's cashing in on those.
Hernan Gomez out there with Medu. Then there's Parker, and it's Zadaransky in at the 2. Can't hit that one. Pulls it up. No good from the wing.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you can see the frustration on his face.
Puts up a deep 3. Herrera can't hit.
We know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide open look.
Got that one up quick. He's got 11.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
And Hayes throws it down.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark.
And guys, I know there are a lot of questions right now defensively for this team. There's no doubt about that.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
And those triples, they sure do add up quickly, don't they? I mean, they've got to make some kind of adjustment here.
Here's Ward. He has 5. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
Just 1 for 4 from the field, not the way they wanted to start the second half.
Out to Parker for the 3. It's rebounded by Hayes. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Herrera passes to Ward. And he's good on the 3-ball.
So good at getting to his spots and then cashing in, making the game look easy.
Deflects the pass. Lets it go from deep. Does not get it. Third miss. He's made 4 from the field. And here's the fast break. Drops in the tray off the fast break.
You know, sometimes you don't like to see guys pull up from three-point range on the break, but for him, with nobody on him, that's a pretty good shot.
Launches it. That shot misses. And the 3-ball is good. He's got 17.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
Here's Ward. He has 5. Parker outside. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. This is his first trip to the line tonight.
Shooting for the away team.
First one falls for him.
Parker taking 2 shots.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And there's a minute 45 left in the third quarter. Satoransky covering. Pass to Herrera. There's the triple. Drills the 3-pointer. Herrera's got 8 points. Herrera's gone 50% from deep tonight, making 2 of 4. Now here's Satoransky. Tight defense on him. From downtown, connects from 3-point range. He's got 20.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
There's a good screen. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Second personal foul, third team foul. At the line for the away team.
And the first one drops. And Parker drops them both.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
That's exactly when you need to be aggressive. You know that. I mean, another good job, though, of drawing contact and getting to the free throw line.
Here's Laprovitola. Pass to Vesely. And it's Abrinas in the corner. Here's Watsura, covered by Parker. A shot by Watsura, no good. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Vesely passes to Fall. This one for 3. Abrinas' shot is off. Abrinas has gone 2 of 6 here tonight from the field. Ball stolen. Here's Laprovitola, and he hits the jump shot. Laprovitola's got 5. Low. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
What was really impressive.
And as we end the third quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well. Up by 7. And we'll be back with you right after this. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
And I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed. And you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Yeah, platinum level dime dropping there, fellas. Accurate and on time.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. Here's Watera. Misses the 3. They've got Anderson. And it's Lapro Vidala in at the 1 spot. Aprinas' shot is off.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him. Well, I don't think he's performing up to his own expectations, but they still find themselves out in front.
Buries it from 3-point range.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
Just over a minute played here in the 4th. There's the pick. Here's Watera. Gets the 3-pointer to fall.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there might be more in store.
14 foul. Owatara. First personal foul. First team foul. Coming onto the floor for the away team. Number 0, Kevin Cody.
We've gone about a minute and a half into the 4th quarter. Anderson right side. Shot clock at 6. Sinks the triple. 23 points in the game.
And all of a sudden, that 3 puts them in striking distance, guys. He's had that shot working all night.
You bet he has. I mean, working overtime. The triple's been his bread and butter in this ball game. Nothing but butter. Sweet butter. Guys, I tell you what, feels like everything is coming easy to him. Just taking what he sees and capitalizing.
From deep. Aprinas' shot is off.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Here's Watera. Intercepted. And here's the break. Falls right in. He is 8 for 11 with that shot.
Wow, look at the damage this young man is doing from deep. And there's another one.
And it's a big one. What a performance from long range. Remarkable.
Away team foul. Second personal foul. First team foul. Now into the lineup for your home team.
For those just joining us, 4th quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. 5 on the clock. They get the rebound. Fires the 3. Drains it from beyond the arc.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner. Secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
There's the 3. Good on the triple.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all his work from behind the arc.
Shoots the 3. Drills the 3-pointer.
Another bomb for him right now. His 3-point shooting might be the key to cutting that lead.
I don't think there's any question about it. I mean, as long as he keeps knocking them down, they might as well keep going back to the well. No reason to let it run dry. Keep firing that thing.
Knocks down the 3 ball.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. .59 seconds left to play in the final quarter. The 3. Rebound by Vesely. Anderson with the ball. Takes the 3. Offensive rebound. Out to the right wing. Fires for 3. Here's Fall. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
Not by a long shot. It's all but official.
It's good from long range. And so here's the home team. Guys, you've got to think a basket here would seal it.
No question. That would be all she wrote.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. 5 to shoot. Fires from way outside. And no good. And so they get the victory here at home. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, I mean, they faced...
Hello and welcome to Sunday Night NBA action here on 2K Sports. Alongside Grant Hill and Brent Barry, I'm Brian Anderson. Also with us tonight, our reporter, Allie LaForce. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Hits the three-pointer.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Here's De Silva. Jacks up a three. It's Hayes with the rebound. And he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul rule. Out to the wing. Fires for three. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Nice delivery there. You can't hesitate when a man comes free on the perimeter. He got it, went right into the shot.
Hits the trifecta.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Really left him alone that time. 6 points for him.
An excellent job of taking what the defense is given.
Edwards for three. It's Edwards on the wing. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Gotta hold firm or you're gonna get a call.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thanks. I caught up with the home team's head coach. I asked him about how difficult it is to game plan for someone like Trae Young, and coach said to me, I told our players to play up on him. The more he moves and runs around, the more likely he is to get into a rhythm, so we need to stay aggressive against him. Sounds like this might be a very physical game, guys.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to Ward. Got it off in time to beat the shot clock, but it's no good. Edwards looking it over. Tries it from the top of the key. Offensive rebound to the right side. There's a screen. To the inside, De Silva, and he dunks it down.
And this is something he does all too well. Great position for the putback there.
And I like how he doesn't think twice about passing it out. Just going right for the slam.
Oh, his competitiveness right now is why the teammates love him.
No good from outside.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
First quarter of basketball. Just over 2.5 minutes played so far. It's Edwards on the wing. Let's go with a 3. That one falls. He's now 1 for 3.
I love it. Just thumbing his nose at the height disadvantage. He's able to get the space he needs and convert.
Yeah, defense has got to be a little bit better, especially when he's looking to fire from that distance.
There's the triple. Second chance effort. Pass to Herrera. Over Edwards. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around. Keep it moving. Try to get an assist on every bucket.
And a miss there on the triple.
Edwards. First personal foul. Second team foul.
It's just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Shot clock at 6. From deep, the long distance 3 is buried. We've got 1:08 left in the opening quarter. Pass to De Silva for 3, and the three-pointer goes. De Silva's got his second bucket on the night.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on it.
The 3 is up. Fires in the triple.
And credit his teammates for feeding him all quarter.
Edwards for 3. Launches a 3. No good. 3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Hayes in the high post. No points so far. Ward passes to Hayes. The 3 ball. And Herrera gets it to go.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
Edwards for 3. And that's not going to go. And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. Leading by 10. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Well, it seems like they went in looking to do damage from long range, and they faced little resistance.
Pretty prime example here of how to space the floor and do it correctly. When you do it, that's the kind of thing that happens.
Drills it from deep.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
From outside the arc. Oh, can't get it. Misses his first attempt. Here's Hamas. Gets the 3 ball to go.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
Fires the 3. On target from range.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Now here's Napier. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Count it.
And they're in a better flow this quarter offensively, and their shooting percentage is steadily rising as a result.
To the left side wing. Fires it. And he can't connect. He's 1 for 3 in this game. Three-pointer off the mark. Three-pointer gets the 3 to fall. He's got 6.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Pass to Booker. And the 3 off target.
And that's a strong closeout defensively. Great effort to deter the shot.
Beyond the arc. They grab their own miss. From behind the arc. Knocks down the triple.
Hard to win games when you allow clean looks from the perimeter.
It's been a devastating night for them. Nothing has come easy, Grant.
Nothing indeed. Even when they've tried to make adjustments, it just hasn't worked.
Puts up a 3. Can't get a second shot to fall. Now 1 of 2. Drives to the hoop. Deflects the pass. Here's the break. Three-pointer. That one misses. He's 1 for 3. The 3 is up. Sinks that one after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Now here's Napier. And he banks in the layup. Napier's got 6.
Yeah, this story in the second quarter much different than the one in the first. We're finally seeing some aggression.
Nails it from 3.
The defense really fell apart there. You can't afford to leave them all alone at the arc.
This one for 3. Oh, wow. Drew the contact, and that 3 almost went in. So he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Hey, nice work attracting the foul from deep. He'll shoot 3.
3 shots.
And he's good on the second. And he makes all 3. So it's the home team now. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Pass to Ward. Spins. Clock at 6. For 3. Can't get it. He's now 1 of 4 from the floor. They're looking to trim the deficit to single digits. 5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Fires for 3. It's Hayes with the rebound. Hayes has got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Herrera. The 3. The shot no good. And that'll do it for the first half of play. Leading by 10. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
And it's time for your fan half-court shot. Please direct your attention.
Man, we've talked about it so much, hard to believe we're almost an all-star weekend.
I'm interested to see which new face. Now let's talk about that lopsided first half. Obviously a lot of work to do for the visiting team. And that's a wrap on halftime.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. Outside Edwards. And the deficit down inside single digits. Edwards has got 5 now.
That play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
From behind the arc. Sinks the tray. 7 points in the game.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
They set the pick. Beyond the arc. That shot is off. That three's off the mark.
Well, his shooting has been a little bit below par. You think about what this lead would look like if he was on.
Pass to De Silva from deep three-point land. An absolute bomb from three-point range. De Silva's gone 2 of 3 shooting from distance here. Lets the three fly. Counted from distance.
Exactly what every offense needs. Shooters who can force the defense to extend.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
Now here's Edwards. 5 points in the game. 4-3. Buries it from 3. Edwards got 5 points in the quarter.
And not wasting any time here, kicking their offense right back into gear. That's 3 of 4 from the field.
Pass to De Silva. Into the third. 2 minutes in now. Here's the pick. On the take. Oh, are you kidding me? Wow.
Amazing.
Man. Boom. He jams it straight down.
Oh, I love this guy. Even when they're trailing, he works hard to put on a show.
Hey, that might be just what they need right now. He drops it from range.
He's got a lot to do with the position that they're in. A very smart offensive performance tonight from him.
Here's the three. Sinks it from distance. De Silva's got 13 now.
Overall, their shot selection has been much better here in the second half. We'll see if the rest of their game follows suit.
Connects from downtown.
Well, the D has done a very poor job at contesting him from outside, guys. He's tearing into them right now, and they cannot stop him.
Kept alive. Knocks it loose. Here's the break. He pulls it. And all around the rim that time before dropping. 17 points in the game. We've got 1:55 left in the third. The three is up. And Ward pulls it down.
Defense dodged the bullet that time. Total breakdown.
The three is up. De Silva with the rebound. From deep. Pure from three-point range. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Over to the left wing. Here's Ward. Tried to come right back with a three of his own, but it's no good. Ward's gone 1 for 3 from the field here.
And that was just moving the ball quickly. And he's rewarded at the end with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
And Herrera gets it to go. Herrera's gotten his third basket of the night. Herrera's gone 3 for 4 from the floor tonight. Lets it go from deep. The shot misses. And it's off from three-point range. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. He comes off the screen and slams it through.
There are only a few players who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
There's 18 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. There's a screen. He shoots. Nice jump shot. 11 points in the game. It could go. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And that's it for the third quarter. Both teams scoring well as we head to the fourth. They're up by 8, and we'll return. With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store. Nails it from beyond the arc.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Six on the shot clock. The shot. The wide open shot is on the money.
Well, if you came here looking for a scoring battle, I think you made the right choice.
Yeah, both of these teams locked in on the offensive end. It's going to be a high-scoring affair tonight.
Yep, that one goes.
Number 22. First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Napier. Let's go with a 3. He can't hit that time. And at this point, they're loving this big lead.
Absolutely. And they haven't really faced a lot of resistance.
Booker defending. Here's Hamas. From outside the arc. And he can't get that one. Outside Napier. The 3. Knocks down the triple.
As a big, unless you're a dedicated rim runner, have to be some kind of threat from distance.
They set a pick. To the wing, right side. Takes the 3. Nails it from 3.
He's hit a pair of threes each half, making a significant impact.
Puts up a 3. No good that time. Here we go. And the 3-pointer goes.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. Pass to Hamas. 6 to shoot. Unloads. Offline from the top of the key.
The D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth. Launches it. Hits the 3-pointer.
That's pretty much not how they defend the 3-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
And there's the screen. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. A minute 29 left in the game. A quick shot there. It's off target. The 3-pointer off the mark. Outside Napier. Lets it fly. No good there.
Not a way to get out of a funk. He needs to be looking for good, solid, more efficient shots. Not the wild one he took there.
He's guarded by Napier. To the paint. Shot clock at 5. To the left wing. Beat the shot clock, but it's off the mark. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by Hummus. There's 21 seconds left in the game. So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. A clean win, and one where they clearly showed better energy.
Yes, so true. They put on a show here at home.
And a good Thursday evening to you. 2K Sports presents the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan, alongside Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. And we've got David Aldridge, our Hall of Famer, patrolling the sidelines. We've got the visiting team and the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Hits the three-point bomb.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Now here's Edwards. He's covered closely. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Yeah, he didn't let the defense affect him there. He just kept his focus.
Out to Parker. Here's Satoransky. Can't connect from 13 feet out. Pass to De Silva. Lucic. Drills it from outside.
Well, coaches will take that any day. Don't pass up open threes like that.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness. Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
Here's Medu. Edwards defending. Nailed from three-point land. He's got 6.
And it seems as if someone got their signals crossed. If he can wind up that open from three-point range, I'm sure that was not a part of the game plan.
Puts up a deep 3. They grab their own miss. Out to the wing. 6 to shoot. They set the pick from past the arc. Satoransky grabs the miss.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the three ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against it. You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
Now here's Parker. Pass to Medu. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Misses the jumper.
Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they want him taking.
Over to the wing. Lucic, covered by Parker. They set the pick. To the middle, Lucic. And that one is hammered home.
Putting that pass right in his stride. Didn't have to slow up and was able to complete the play.
Pass to Hernan Gomez. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And here's Edwards from the arc. Good on the three-point shot. Edwards got 6 points.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, and it's a great finish! Oh my gosh.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure. 56 seconds left in the first. It's up a 3. The shot, no good.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
The tray. Rebound by Parker.
Yeah, and they're fighting to get back in this one, but unfortunately, he just keeps coming up empty.
Driving to the basket.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete. Satoransky's gone 2 of 3 from the floor.
Ball is turned over. Home team ball. Substitution on the court.
There's 21 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Launches a 3. He can't hit that time. Giffey. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. Leading by 6. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Throughout the first quarter, they did a great job of just running the offense.
Yeah, and I love to see this kind of communication between teammates. Great player movement, great ball movement. Well, so many bigs excel from three-point range these days, and he's right up there with the best of them.
To the paint. And it's Vesely missing.
I mean, come on, that's a shot you expect him to make.
There's the screen. No one near him. Shot clock at 5. Second chance shot. And it's good on the layup.
Well, all of us coaches, we love when you can create looks in close.
Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Here's Laprovitola. The long distance 3 is buried. Now Napier. Scoreless thus far. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
A 3 from Anderson. Wow, drew the contact, and that 3 almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
At the line for 3.
This is his first free throw of the game. Good on the second free throw. And he makes all 3. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Here's Napier. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Able to get a layup out of that one. That's just soft defense there.
Here's Abrinas. Anderson outside. It's Abrinas, top the key. Kept alive. Anderson picks to Abrinas. For 3. Nope, not that time. Nothing for 2 from the field. Giffey, he's covered by Anderson. They set the pick. The 3 gets it to go from beyond the arc. And this game is tied up now.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Vesely inside, working on Booker. The shot's good from Laprovitola.
Mano y mano. This is where it can get a little personal.
Well, and as a fan of the game, you have to love these back and forth moments.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Giffey, he's covered by Anderson. Lock at 6. Fall with the rebound. Here's Abrinas. Hasn't made one yet. No good on the three. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. There's a screen. There's the three. A three-pointer is right on target.
3 points.
Here's Laprovitola. He has 6. And finished off by Anderson.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
And with the score as close as it is, these are the opportunities you truly can't allow.
No good that time. Fast break, here they come. Laprovitola passes to Anderson. And finished off by Anderson. There's 57 seconds left in the first half. Fires for 3. It's hauled in by Laprovitola. Here's Abrinas. Napier covering. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Personal foul, second.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do. And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
And he makes both free throws.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Pass to De Silva. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
That's why you never quit battling on the offensive glass.
And that's a nice reward for his effort. The flush. Perfect.
Well, that's what he does. He makes an impact with his activity on the boards.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And so out of bounds it goes. And they'll keep possession.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, deflections are a stat that a lot of teams track, disrupting the offense's rhythm and flow.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Stolen. A 3 from Anderson. Doesn't go that time. It doesn't go for him. The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. Leading by 6. We'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime.
They're not showing enough fight defensively. Take some pride in getting some stops. This is when your leader has to step in and say something.
And we've got the playoff picture starting to come into focus now. And that is it for halftime, folks.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. We've got Hernan Gomez. Medu is out there with Parker. And it's Zadaransky in at the shooting guard. For 3, Edwards. The rebound by Medu. Pass to Zadaransky. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Zadaransky's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Parker out there with Medu. Then there's Hernan Gomez. And it's Zadaransky in at the 2. To the wing right side. Here's De Silva. Still scoreless. 4 on the clock. Corner shot. No good on that one.
He'll probably hear about that shot selection when he gets back to the bench. Maybe not their best option.
Launches it. And the 3 ball is good. 12 points for him.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
They set the screen. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Pass to De Silva. And he's good on the 3 ball.
Yeah, they get one to fall. Now 1 for 4 to start the third quarter.
De Silva's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc. Satoransky looking around. Here's Medu. The shot's good on the assist by Satoransky. Medu's got his first bucket of the night.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Pass to De Silva. Puts up a deep three. From beyond the arc, and then some. De Silva's got his second bucket of the night.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Now, here's Satoransky. Parker outside, fires the three, drops in the tray. Parker's got 5 now.
Well, they came out of the locker room with a purpose. 4 for 4 already in the half.
Outside, Edwards drives to the hoop, and he finishes nicely on the layup.
See, now that layup isn't possible without the help of the pick.
Lets it go from deep. Sinks the three-pointer.
Well, he's a reason why they're winning right now. He's been efficient offensively, and his confidence continues to grow.
Out to the right wing. Pass to De Silva. The tray sinks the triple. De Silva's got 9 points now in just the second half. Smart, accurate passes, Greg, are really paying off for them at the moment.
And also good off-ball movement. Everyone is paying attention and looking to create the best shot for the team. Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Satoransky covering. Offensive rebound. Edwards looking it over. It's picked off. There's 1:26 left in the third. Here's Satoransky.
And you know what? Very close to a three-point play right there.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. Free throw good, Satoransky.
Taking 2 shots.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. 1:20 left to play in the third. Outside, Edwards. Fires from deep. Rebound by Parker.
Well, not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Fires from the wing. Here's Satoransky. A three-pointer off the mark. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
Edwards defending. Makes that one his 6th of the night. Shooting a very healthy 6 for 9.
Well, they have to be thrilled with how reliable he's been tonight.
To the inside. Stolen by Satoransky. 4-on-3 break. Parker outside. From the arc. De Silva with the rebound. There's the pick. That 3 off the mark. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Up by 12. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Here's Laprovitola. They've got Anderson. And it's Fall in its center. Driving inside. And Vesely slams it in.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Here's Laprovitola. Buries it from three-point range.
He is cold-blooded. Drops the dagger. Piles on to what was already a big lead.
And defensively, that kind of effort is just not going to cut it.
Here's Abrinas. Beyond the arc. Cranes the three-pointer.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for them right now.
This could get even more out of hand if they continue to put up points.
Wow, Kevin, what a performance we are seeing.
Three-pointer. Aprovitola, no good. Shot to stop the run. Connects from three-point range.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest at the arc.
And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. Anderson outside. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Takes the three. That shot, no good. They have been really controlling this one.
You never want to be complacent on the floor. That's when you lose momentum.
From outside the arc. And Napier pulls it down. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. From outside, off the mark. Anderson outside. Puts up a three. The shot, no good. Anderson's gone 2 for 5, shooting 40% from the field here. Hits it from three-point range. Here's Abrinas. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Vesely dishes to Anderson. Lays it up off the glass.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
Here's Abrinas. 1:41 left in the fourth quarter. Bangs home the trifecta.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes.
Here's Napier. To the left side wing. The three. Hands it from downtown.
And you can see he just caught a glimpse of the open man on the perimeter and immediately got him the basketball.
Here's Laprovitola. Napier covering. Anderson outside. In recent history, GA, we've seen some so-called redshirt rookies really thrive in their first season.
Oh, great call, partner. Blake Griffin, Joel Embiid, Chet Holmgren, the latest, were all forced to sit out their first year, but they got to be around the team, soak up as much knowledge as possible, and you can't really argue with the results.
Giffey. No good from outside.
Well, that is stifling coverage on the perimeter. That's how you stop a good shooter in his tracks.
26 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Abrinas. Offline with his three. And so the home crowd treated to a win. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really...
Hi, and thanks for joining us on 2K Sports NBA action. It's coming up. This is Brian Anderson with Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke. Allie LaForce, our reporter. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
From the arc. That one no good. Here's Herrera, covered by Satoransky, and Herrera gets it to go. Hernan Gomez with it. It's Parker on the attack. Yep, that one's good.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
And they pick up two. And about a minute gone in the first quarter. Satoransky outside, into the lane. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
Well, you love it. Fearless, aggressive, leaving no doubt whatsoever.
Hayes, and Finished off by Hayes.
I'll tell you, he is so tough to keep down once he gets near that rim.
Yeah, he can get up even a few notches higher. Here's Metu. And Ward pulls it down. He's got his first free throws of the night right here. And the first one at the line is good. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work and it pays dividends.
And around 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Gets the three to fall.
I'll tell you, he'll take that all day, every day. I'm sure he was shocked to find himself that wide open.
Takes a three. He drops it from range. Herrera's got 5 now.
Are you kidding? 5 for 5, and they just got started.
Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Parker defending. Just 5 on the clock. Offensive rebound. Fires the three.
Two minutes remaining.
5 to shoot. There's the triple. Satoransky pulls it in. Parker right side. From outside, off the mark.
Yeah, no, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Fires from deep. Ward's shot is good. He's got 5.
I just love the ball movement.
Satoransky outside. Dunks it hard with one hand. Wow, he makes it look easy.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, BA.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team. And with almost all of the season in the books, the power rankings can tell you a lot. The good news is they're trending in the right direction, still right in the middle of the pack.
You know, right now for the visiting team, they're pulling out all the stops to try and climb up the ladder. I don't think anyone is surprised to see them playing as hard as they have been.
Now here's Satoransky. Count that one.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
Satoransky's gone a perfect 3 for 3 so far. Pass to Hayes. Here's Herrera. Hayes with a screen. Pulls up. Tries again. And he lays it up and in.
What energy on the offensive boards. The defense can't match the effort, and they paid the price.
There's 37 seconds left in the first quarter here. Satoransky passes to Metu. Back to Satoransky. Three-pointer. And he can't connect. He's 1 for 3 in this game. Hayes in the high post. Satoransky outside. Hits the trifecta.
What a way to begin this game. Dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead. Up 11. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
With their offense clicking on all cylinders, they own that first quarter.
That's exactly the start you want. You take complete command. Now you've got to maintain that focus. The three-pointer becomes a very high percentage shot when he's that wide open. You better get a hand in his face.
There's the three. It's hauled in by Fall.
He had more than enough room to hit that, just couldn't make it happen.
And a miss there on the triple. The three ball knocks it down from distance.
Backing up that last three with another three. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
Here's Vesely. Pass to fall. Jacks up a three, bearing his second of 3 attempts.
He came up dry offensively in the first, but looks like he's ready to turn it around.
Inside. From downtown, it's hauled in by Fall. Drops in the 3. He's got 9. And it's been tough going for their half-court offense.
Yeah, this defense is in their heads, anticipating their every move. Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
Drains the triple. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
The NBA wants to ensure that every team has a shot. Commissioner Adam Silver said, "We want parity of opportunity. People aren't interested in seeing teams buy championships, and we've made progress. In the long term, we're better off with more competitive fairness among all of the teams."
That's true. It keeps everything interesting. Thanks, Allie. Stolen. Here's Hummus. Drives to the hoop, and it's flushed down. A nice jam.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Fires the 3. No, he's made 3, missed 2 now.
And that's how you have to defend him out there on the three-point line. Played him perfectly.
1:41 left in the first half. To the middle. Shot clock at 6. Launches a 3. Sinks it from distance.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Outside, Anderson. To stop the run. On target from range. He's got 5.
They're making a few more threes this quarter, trying to cut into that deficit.
Out to the right wing. There's a screen. Offensive board. There's 42 seconds left to play in the first half. And it's finished off by Anderson.
Just disrespectful. If the D gives him a clear path to the hoop, he will take it.
Let's just say they were a little slow to react there.
Yeah, and despite his restrictions offensively, you still have to close off the lane or he'll burn you.
Gets the 3 ball to go.
Good play call and good execution. The offense running on all cylinders.
Fires for 3. Another miss for him. He's 2 for 6.
Well, this has not been a quarter to remember for this guy. He looks completely flustered.
Fires in the triple. Thomas has got 5 points now in the quarter. 8 seconds left in the second. Fires the 3. And the first half now in the books. Up by 15. And time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports.
Their ability to string together threes and demoralize a team, man. We saw that in the first half.
Seems like the score couldn't. And moving on to some awards. And that's a wrap on halftime.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Chimezie Metu out there with Willy Hernan Gomez. And it's Parker in at the three, the small forward. Metu, the pass to Satoransky. And he drives in. Ooh, a two-handed power slam.
Ooh, bouncy. That should give him a nice lift.
Good timing. They needed that one.
Well, sometimes it's about taking it into your own hands. That kind of individual play could spark his groove.
Here's Satoransky. Buries it from three. Satoransky's got 11 points.
He's shooting well, doing his best to keep this offense in gear, but he hasn't had a lot of support.
To the paint. Cuts off the pass. It's stolen. Here's Herrera, covered by Satoransky. Down low. Here's Hayes. And finished off by Hayes.
That's how you share the rock. He does this time and time again.
Satoransky left side. Parker outside. Drills it from deep. He's got 6.
3 straight buckets to start the half. This is how they wanted to come out and execute.
Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. And he makes it.
Well, I absolutely love the way this guy has controlled the pace tonight. They've been able to play the style they want.
Pass to Metu. Kicks it out to Parker. The 3-ball. Second chance shot. Good on the bucket.
On fire to start the second half. 4-5 from the field.
Pass to Hayes. Here's Herrera, covered by Satoransky. And there's a pick. Puts up a 3. And Metu pulls it down. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. Over to the wing. The 3 is up. That shot off.
Yeah, no, he usually makes you pay from that range.
3-pointer in transition.
Not everyone has the green light to take that 3 in transition, but he does, especially with the defense already set up protecting the paint.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Satoransky goes in. Lets it go from deep. Hernan Gomez gets the bucket. Hernan Gomez has gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And there's a minute 45 left to play in the third quarter of basketball. From the arc. And Metu pulls it down. Ball stolen. And here comes the break. From outside the arc. They get the rebound. Pass to Herrera. The fadeaway. Sends it home from three-point land. Herrera's got his third bucket of the night.
I'll tell you, you are playing with fire anytime you leave this guy open, and they just got burned.
Away team foul. Herrera. First personal foul. First team foul.
On defense, the visiting team. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points.
You've got to have a short memory. Put a poor first half in your rear view and now make an impact.
There's a screen. Pass to Hayes. Parker defending. 4 on the clock. He buries it from 3. Here's Satoransky. 11 points in the game. Here's Metu. "26 seconds left in the third. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back. 13 points in the game.
You know, put a rough first half behind him. He's absolutely crushing it here in the second.
Ooh, making his presence felt here. He's now 6 for 9 in this game.
Yeah, this period, they're letting him go to work, and it's paying off.
Basket's good on the assist from Satoransky. Metu's got his first basket.
Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
Hayes with a screen. Takes a 3. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game. They're up by 10. Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Here's the pick. Beyond the arc. Right wing. Here's Hamas. 6 on the shot clock. Jacks up a 3. Connects from downtown.
Now you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
Well, you know this. This is a guy who's looking for his shot the whole time. You have to know who you're guarding. KYP, know your personnel.
The 3. He's off on that one.
I'll tell you, this has not been his game, and he's making it worse with shot selection like that.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team, productive and efficient.
I just love the strong finish there inside.
Man, he's got that dunker's mindset, doesn't he? Always ready to pounce. Off target from 3-point range. From deep. Knocks down the long J.
In full-on catch-up mode. They're raining threes right now.
Counted from distance.
And talk about payback. He hits the revenge triple.
Oh, you love to see the competitive fire, a little bit of pride at stake.
And B.A., that is just not fair. I mean, I had a feeling he was going to bust out the dunk. He loves the big finish.
And the fans love him. When he has space to operate, they just know he's going to do something special.
And given his ability, someone needed to rotate to try and contest that.
Sinks the tray.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Boy, this offense has been dynamic and diversified.
Just everyone sharing the ball and sharing the load makes you difficult to defend.
Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. 3-pointer. He can't get that one to fall.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
No good on the 3. There's the 3. It's hauled in by Fall. On the break. Picked it out of midair. They get it back. 1:42 left in the final quarter. Plenty of daylight on that shot.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way. Well, that's not easy to box out like that. It's just great footwork, and that gave him just the time he needed.
All right, let's say you're starting a new franchise today, and you get to pick any player in the league. Who you got, Grant?
Oh, man, there's so much talent to choose from. You can't go wrong with Doncic, Antetokounmpo, or Jokic. There's some enticing young players, too, like Anthony Edwards as well.
You know, probably could have gone strong to the hoop, but with the D out of position on the break, I like his decision to take the three.
Right here. 56 seconds left to play in the fourth. Five on the clock. Fires from the wing. That shot missing. Knocks down the long J. 23 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Pulls it. Clock at 6. Fires from way outside. It doesn't go for him. And so the road team gets the W in this one. They have to feel good about this performance. It's one they can be proud of.
Hi, and welcome everyone here on 2K Sports. Can't wait to get some NBA action going. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, former NBA players Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, with David Aldridge joining us courtside. We've got the visiting team and the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors.
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Here's Herrera. Buries the long-range jumper. Herrera's got 5.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
De Silva, no good. Here's Ward. Got a piece of it. Covered by Hayes. Outside Edwards. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Jacks up a 3. Pass to Ward. There's the triple. Sinks the triple. Here is Edwards. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. For the 3. And that one ends up out of bounds. They'll keep possession. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. They're still riding with the middle of the pack, but trending upward.
When you look at this visiting team, they win one, they lose one. They think they're going in the right direction, then they seem to take a step back. It's been a season of inconsistencies so far.
Here's Herrera. He's got 5. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
Outstanding start from three-point range. Their shooters are on fire.
Down low. Out to Edwards. There's a good screen. Driving the lane. Down it goes. His 3rd basket. He's now 3 for 4. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. From downtown. Misses that one. He's made 1 and missed 2 this game so far. Inside, De Silva, and down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
Oh, how about using the rim to get some true hang time?
You know, he just wanted to make sure the landing was softer than the takeoff. Here's the 3. De Silva with the rebound. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. For 3, Edwards. Not happening that time. His second miss in 5 shots. And here comes the break. Pass to Herrera. From deep 3-point land. Does not find the mark. He's made 2 and missed 1 now. Lucic. Offensive rebound. Outside Edwards. Fires the 3. Looks good. Is good. Bucket number 4 from the field. He's taken only 6 shots.
Ooh, can't ask for a cleaner look than that, and he'll make you pay.
Lets the 3 fly. De Silva with the rebound. De Silva's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Now Edwards. He's got 10. Lets it go with the 3. De Silva with the bucket. De Silva's got his 2nd basket of the night.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Pass to Hayes. Fader on the way. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other.
Take that, he says. I see your three, and I'll raise you another three.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Hits it from three-point range.
3 points.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Edwards inside, lays it up and banks it in. Edwards got 12 points in the game.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
They get it again. That shot, no good. From deep. No good on the last second attempt there. And that concludes a high-scoring first quarter with both teams tied up. And don't go away. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge too.
Back to Napier. It's tipped. Low into the lane. That one's in, his first shot this game.
Breakdown for the defenders, and you can't ask for an easier bucket than that.
From past the arc. That shot off the mark. And here's the fast break. Here's Watsara. Another shot. And the jumper falls for him. Watsara's got his first points of the game. And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. Nailed from three-point land.
The way he can elevate over a defender from deep, very tough to contain outside the arc.
Low. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. He's got 5.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
And the shot goes in.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Here's Watsara. Low. Napier covering. Low. And a miss there on the triple.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. From the top of the key. And too long on the shot.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
And those are the type of shots that just drive coaches crazy. Look, I wouldn't be shocked to see him sitting on the bench if he tries that bad boy again.
And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And they've had a tough time scoring in the half court.
Credit the defense for making it hard on them. They've done a great job of disrupting the timing and spacing of their offense.
Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Shoots the three. Shot's good by Watsara. Watsara's got 8.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
There's the screen. They need this. No good.
Slow going for him this quarter. The defense putting up a good fight.
Low. Good on the triple. He's got 8.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Giffey. Good, and it's Napier with the assist that time.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
Here's Watsara. No good with the triple.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Launches a 3. Does not find the target. That makes him 3 for 5. Shot on the way. That one's a miss. His third shot of the game. He's made one of them. Low. Knocks down the 3 ball.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
This one for 3. Drills the 3-pointer.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
Here's Watera. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And here we go. Fast break. Booker's got it. 36 seconds left in the first half. And they're pushing it up. Here's Watera. His 3-pointer's off the mark. We've got 22 seconds left now here in the second. Here's Napier. It's good from long range. Napier's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
And they are absolutely stroking it from beyond the arc.
There's the pick. A 3 ball. Doesn't go for him.
Oh, he really wanted that triple. Even though he missed, I really like the competitiveness I'm seeing.
And that concludes the first half. Up 8. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter.
Obviously, they've been locked in from range. Your confidence grows as each shot goes in. It becomes contagious.
Moving on to our next. And that's all for us.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Edwards with a strong contribution so far in this one.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
I like how they came into this one with the game plan, and they're just going out and executing it. Terrific job.
Da Silva with the rebound. Outside Edwards. Pass to Da Silva. Takes a 3. Herrera grabs the board. Da Silva's gone 2 for 5 tonight. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. 6 points for him.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
Lucic. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Home team foul. Number 13. First personal foul. First team foul.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Three-pointer. The shot, no good.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Right wing. They set the pick. Bangs home the trifecta.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Gets the three-pointer to fall.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
Fires for 3. The shot comes out. Ward's gone 1 of 3 from the field here. Pass to Da Silva. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Personal foul. First team
Yeah, good
foul.
job to take it right at the D.
And he's got his first free throw of the game. No good on the free throw.
2 shots.
And he sinks the second. Here's Herrera. He's got 8. Takes a 3. Buries it from three-point range. Herrera's got 11. Herrera's gone 4 for 5 from the floor tonight. Just 1 miss. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Right side, Edwards. Whoa, look out! Goodness. Look out!
Wow, okay, I see you.
And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And if you try to block his shot, you risk getting posterized because he is good at using that height to his advantage.
Pass to Ward. Second shot opportunity, and he gets the jumper to drop. 5 points in the game. Although they're down big right now, Greg, still plenty of time left in this one.
At this point, they got to take it one possession at a time.
So it's the visitors now. They've led by as many as 14 points. Launches it. Pass to Herrera. Lets the three fly. Drills it from outside.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Launches a three. Herrera grabs the board. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Drains it from beyond the arc.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. From outside the arc, that one misses.
This shot's just, it's not there right now. With this team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Here's De Silva. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
Down low. The tray. They get it back from downtown. And no good that time. 30 seconds left to play here in the third. Lucic. Pass to De Silva. 6 on the shot clock. No good with the wing jumper.
Credit the defensive effort there, not giving him room to operate.
Doesn't get it to drop for him. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Good on the three-point shot. Edwards got 15 points.
And he's really made the most of his opportunities today. I mean, he needs to keep working for those kinds of looks.
And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first 3 quarters. It's been a fun game to watch. Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Pass to Watera. Here's the screen. A three-pointer is right on target.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
Watera's gone 3 for 8 from the arc. 9 points coming on the three ball. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And here we go. Wide open look. He's now made half of those 10 shots in the game. That's his 5th basket.
Changing ends quickly, getting the advantage in numbers and finishing. They've been doing it all night long.
Yeah, and that's made a huge difference. They're making the most of the chance on the break. Transition buckets decide more games than people think.
Just a terrific effort on the offensive glass. That's how they're going to cut into this lead.
And Greg, a dunk like that is sure to give them a spark. And that one is off. And here they come. Beyond the arc. Score the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
From deep, and the three ball is good. Final quarter of play, about 1.5 minutes off the clock into it. Clock at 6. Low. No good on the triple. Napier passes to Booker. Good, and it's Napier with the assist that time. Napier's got his 4th assist in this one. Low. Napier covering. Pass to Watera. There's the 3. Booker pulls it in. And they're staring at a sizable deficit.
And still within reach, though, that they have to rush things.
It's the 3-point bomb.
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
But it took them a little while to get there. Just goes to show, as long as you persevere, you'll figure your way out.
Over to the left wing. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
He set the pick. Shoots the 3. Is with the rebound.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Pass to Watera. Fires the 3. Not going to go that time.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
Takes the 3, and he's good on the 3-ball. Watera's got 8 points in the quarter.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Low, defended by Booker. Pass to Watera. Spins. For 3. That one, no good. It's going to take something special for him to make a comeback here.
And the question, Kevin, is do they have the time to do it and the patience? You'd have to say it's a long shot.
Low. Napier covering. Releases. The shot by Watera, no good. I'm just not sure they have the time to pull this one off.
No doubt the clock is their biggest enemy right now. It just about take a magic trick for them to find the points they need.
And so it's a victory for the road team in this one. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness?
Welcome, folks, and what better way to celebrate the end of the week? Friday night basketball on 2K Sports. Hello, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. We'll hear from reporter Allie LaForce in a moment. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got Willie Hernan-Gomez, and it's Sarr in at the 3. Just 5 to shoot. The offensive rebound. Second shot opportunity, and he sinks the layup.
Nice way to start the game. That's where you'd like to get your shots from.
Here's Satoransky. Pass to Sarr. Hernan-Gomez on the wing. Parker outside. Drills it from deep.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks. I caught up with the home team's head coach. He said John Morant is so good and so entertaining that some guys on both teams just stand around and watch him. He told his players, if you let him get to the rim and do something spectacular, you're not only giving up points, you're energizing the guys around him. Coach wants to prevent the highlight reel kind of plays.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Takes the 3. They get it again. And he jams it home with authority.
Now, I know he makes it look easy, but it takes incredible physical tools to pull that off.
Athleticism and explosion.
Yes, indeed. Let's just call him ladder climber.
Guarded by Edwards. Parker right side. Drills the elbow jumper. Parker's got 7 points in the game.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
De Silva, no good. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. On target from range.
Boy, they're on fire right now, cooking with gas, starting this one out 4-5.
And Edwards puts up a deep 3. Three-pointer. Drains the triple. He's got 5.
Oh, nice feed. On time and on target.
And here's Parker. 7 points in the game. Satoransky outside. Kicks it out to Parker.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Driving in. And Parker throws it down.
What nice timing on these jumps. He's somewhat on the small side for a power forward, but he just never gives up.
The ball goes to the away team.
We've got 1:48 left in the first quarter. Pass to Sarr. Back to Satoransky. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
Covered by Satoransky, and that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Satoransky. Guarded by Edwards. 6 on the shot clock. And can't get it. He's now 1 of 3. 54 seconds left in the first quarter. Connects from downtown.
Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
Hernan-Gomez with it. Still without a bucket. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
And the basket by Edwards. Edwards got 3 of his 4 shots to fall, hitting 75%. There's the triple. Satoransky pulls it in.
Yeah, just a little off his game this quarter. He's trying to work his way into a rhythm.
He drops it from range. He's got 9.
Opportunistic basketball. Gets a great look at the 3 in transition.
Here's De Silva. Offense is coming free and easy as we wrap up the first. Leading by 6. And back to the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Well, their offense is clicking so far, capturing the momentum here early on.
Yeah, you know, I agree. No warm-up needed. They came in on fire and have already built a nice lead.
On Tuesday, then on Thursday.
What a great opportunity for this team to take a step forward. They have some tough road games coming up, and that kind of stretch can bring a team together. Winning some of these games would be huge for their overall confidence.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Now Napier. They set the screen, puts it up. That misses, so no good on his first attempt of the night. He's guarded by Napier. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Fast break. Here we go. Oh, deflected. And that goes out of bounds. And they retain possession.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
Launches it. It's hauled in by Fall. Releases. 4-3. Can't get it to go. Making him 0 for 2.
That's how you stay connected to a shooter. Was right in his jersey.
They get it back.
You know, using his size advantage there to rip down that board in traffic.
Outside, Anderson. Driving to the basket. And finished off by Anderson.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
From downtown, no good, and that makes him 0 for 3.
That's exactly how you have to defend him on the perimeter. Can't allow any space.
Here's Booker, tipped, and the ball ends up out of bounds. They'll keep possession. So it's the home team now. No points yet here in the second quarter for them. And that one off the back of the rim and in. And after missing his first 3 shots, he drains it. 1 for 4.
Willing passers, unselfish play. You have to appreciate this kind of offense.
Here's the 3. And the three-pointer goes. 5 points in the game.
I like the offensive awareness to exploit that lack of coverage on that play.
Picked his pocket. Anderson covers. Back to Booker.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Nails it from beyond the arc.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
There's a minute 54 left in the first half. Driving inside. From behind the arc. Fires in the triple.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside. Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
Takes it inside. Oh, Booker with a block. In transition, here they come. Outside Napier. Outside Booker. This one for three. The shot no good. Here's Metu. He's guarded by Napier. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the three ball.
Fires the three. Outside Napier. Clock at 4. The three is up. Pure from three-point range.
Impressive offensive versatility for big. He can show you a variety of looks.
There's the drive. The offensive rebound.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold, this one. Man.
And Booker with the jam.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Substitution on the court.
And they can run out the clock here. No need to rush it.
Yeah, don't give them another possession here.
Now here's Edwards. Here's De Silva. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Up by 2. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
Attention to center court.
And that'll do it for us. Thanks for...
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. And here's Satoransky. Parker left side. The layup misses.
Probably should have scored there. He usually does.
We've got Sarr, and it's Hernan Gomez in at the 5, down low. And there's the drive. He nails it, and we're tied. He has 7.
They've really picked up the energy level and have willed themselves back into this game.
Yeah, you know, battling back is about staying the course, and their attitude never changed.
Here's Sarr. Misses the 3.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
With the game on the line, Ice Trey is dangerous, man. Young said, I've been owning the moment my whole life. That's what I do. I work too hard to be afraid of the moment. Brian?
Well, Allie, it definitely shows in his play. It's great stuff there. Thank you. Parker outside. For 3. And no good.
Coming out stone cold here. Sometimes the break will do that to you.
Got a hand on it, and he gets it back. And we're about a minute and a half in the second half. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play opportunity. The visitors with the ball. 6-point game. Pass to Hernan Gomez. Now here's Edwards. The D's right on him. Here's De Silva. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
And that's got to be a relief. Finally getting something to go here in the second half.
To the wing, right side. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Since half, there's been a stark contrast between these teams. I'm talking about efficiency at the offensive end.
And that's why you have such a huge gap in the shooting numbers between the teams.
Nails it from 3. 12 points for him.
You know, they've got to make him earn those threes. You play off of him, and he's automatic from that distance.
And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Woo!
B.A., that's lit.
Ferocious all the way. Man, that was good.
Ammonia strong, we call that. Wear that rim out.
That three's off the mark.
And they're doing strong work on the glass. A +5 advantage for them.
And guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
And Parker throws it down.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
He's the last guy you want to leave alone on the perimeter.
To the right side. Let's go with a 3. Edwards pulls it in.
He just keeps firing away from distance. I know he's trying to get himself heated up, but at what cost?
Knocks it down from distance. De Silva's got 10 points now, just in this quarter.
Their long-range shooting since halftime has been as strong as you could hope for.
And now's the time for them to step on the gas pedal. Don't let up. Keep letting it fly from deep and build that lead. Play through the finish line, not to it. Keep the pressure on.
Now here's Edwards. 9 points in the game. And that one falls. His 5th basket in 7 tries.
You know, in that first half, a lot more three-point shooting. Since then, though, they've dialed it back.
Guarded by Edwards. Counted from distance. 18 points for him.
And his perimeter shooting might be the key to trimming their deficit.
I don't think there's any question about it. I mean, as long as he keeps knocking them down, they might as well keep going back to the well. No reason to let it run dry. Keep firing that thing.
Lets the 3 fly. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first 3 quarters. It's been a fun game to watch. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th quarter. Back to Napier. The 3. Out to the wing. And not going to go. He misses his first attempt of the night. Fires from deep. And Booker pulls it down. Booker's got 4 rebounds now.
And they just continue to dominate the boards.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Here's Napier. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Outside, Anderson fires the 3. No luck on that one. He got it. No doubt that's a foul. And it's going to be a transition take foul.
First team foul. At the line for substitution on the court.
They absolutely want to add to what's already a big lead.
No question, BA. No reason to let up. Just keep playing your game.
And Booker throws it down.
Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a dunk, BA.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in.
And why not? A little salt in the wound. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys reeling and on the ropes.
They set the pick. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline.
And they've been able to maintain this lead despite his inconsistency from the field.
A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the 4th. No good with a jumper from the wing.
He expects to make every one of those, and we expect him to make them too.
Goes up from the top of the key. That one doesn't drop.
There's no way that's the best look this offense can produce.
Not at all. I mean, that's where they want him looking for a teammate, not trying to do it on his own. He needs to share the wealth there.
Pass to Napier. Shot on the wing.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Sinks it. What range from downtown.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
He's guarded by Napier. Pass to Sarr. Parker with it. Now Napier defending. Off target with the 3. It's stolen away. Hernan Gomez, the pass to Satoransky. Parker outside. Oh, almost had a 4-point play right there. But he'll go to the line with a chance for 3. Clark, in your opinion, how does social media affect the game?
Monumental ways. One, I think the most direct way is that it keeps fans connected to players, and players have the option as to how they're going to engage with their fans directly, player to fan, without any middle person. And that is valuable both ways, except when the narrative turns negative. That's the other side of the coin. And when you say things publicly on social media platforms, it's impossible to retract them. You might be able to erase them, but they're still out there in the stratosphere.
For 3. Covered by Satoransky. Another miss. Boy, they had their chance there. Couldn't get it to go. 4-3. Hits the 3-pointer.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
Well, Grant, this game looks just about over.
BA, all they really need to do is just work that clock, don't turn it over, and this game is a wrap. Their focus has been terrific. They really put on a clinic here today.
And, you know, everybody in the building knows this is a wrap, a done deal. Put this one in the W column.
They've got time on their side here, Grant.
And if they're smart, they'll milk the clock a little.
27 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Sarr pulls it in.
And just not enough time for them to get back in this game.
Not by a long shot. It's all but official.
the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy to be playing at home.
And it makes a huge